Hey there, everybody. Welcome into this edition of Extra Time. We got Craig, we got Stevie, we got Frank with us as well, and a bevy of your questions.
Why do you always ask me before we're not always ask me, but you said to me, just as about to leave our desk, you went, tie or no tie?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I want us to have like some type of standard look on the show, and I figured if you both...
Why don't you tell him to take his tie off?
No, because it's fine if he wants to express himself with that beautiful purple tie. That's wonderful. But if... You asked me a question that you don't have to finish.
I'm the senior analyst. I've got to wear a tie.
A senior analyst? Is that on your business card?
He's got a card.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw it yesterday. I was looking for something yesterday, and all the things came up, and I went, oh, there's me. And I went, senior analyst.
Look,
Yes,
that's why.
Hey, you're beautiful. I'm going to have to wear a tie now.
I'm a junior presenter.
I never asked you if you wear a tie. Do you know why?
I don't want to put you out, right? I wouldn't want us to both have a tie, and then you would look, or you two have a tie.
So wait a minute. So you don't mind you two not having a tie, and then I look stupid because I've got a tie.
Here's what I would say.
That's what you just said,
look
right?
stupid, Stevie.
That's what you just said.
Yes, exactly. You're happy for him to. You're happy
for me to be the odd man out.
You and I can go without the tie.
Well, he can't pull it off.
No, he absolutely could.
See, that's how I never took it like that.
Hey.
I took it as I can't pull it off.
Do you think I'm bothered if you and him wear a tie and I don't wear a tie?
It's not about you. Maybe it's about the viewers and the experience that they want.
Do you think I care?
Why is he bothered?
They're going to say, look, Craig didn't have his tie on. He's unprofessional. He left it at home.
He's not unprofessional. He's not bothered.
All right, but I'm not going to be the one that makes him stand out in that way. And you stand out in a positive way.
So you'd rather us do that?
Because you got a tie on, so you look like you know. And the rest of us look like slackers. But we look like slackers
You know what you
together.
sound like? You sound like a man who's used to covering his backside.
You know what I sound like? I sound like a guy who's looking out for his teammates. That's what I'm doing over here.
Well, you basically said you'd hang me out to dry before him. That's what you said. That's some teammate.
If I got away with it, I'd come in here in my pajamas and do this.
See? So he's not bothered.
Not bothered.
No, I can sense that. I can sense he's not bothered.
I'm not
See if he's bothered about our first question.
Why would I be bothered? I'm not just repeating him.
You just repeating me.
Sorry.
To what extent
Pulisic.
It is actually. To what extent is Pulisic in Tuchel's plans this season? To what extent should he be?
Questions.
I didn't pick the questions. I guarantee you I didn't pick these questions.
If I don't get a Pulisic question in, I'll cry.
What did you say? I had my crocodile tears earlier?
Crocodile tears, yeah.
Look.
What's the question?
To what extent is he in Tuchel's plans this season, and to what extent should he be in the plans?
Well, you can't answer
More is the correct answer. More.
Right, every coach will look at a player like Pulisic and others and go, right, I hope they'll have an idea of what they're capable of, what he thinks they're capable of, how great they could be.
What if I do that?
They'll start the season going, right, if I can get this out of this guy,
Try to get my tie.
tell you what then, he's going to be starting. That's how Tuchel looks at it.
It depends how he plays and how fit he is. Simple as that.
You don't think there's some element of Tuchel just liking to bring him off the bench? So it's like not down to how he plays, that's just...
No, but listen, at the end of the day, it's up to the player to play that he can't be left out.
Right, like Timo Werner has.
What does this mean for the USA's assault on the 2026 World Cup? Is that the next question?
No, that's on Futbol Americas.
Did I tell you how excited I was about the Gold Cup?
It's
amazing.
Frank, go ahead. We didn't mean to leave you out. He is here.
Because I wasn't very interested about your ties discussion, because with t-shirts, and because the Pulisic question is nice, but we don't know what's going to happen to him. I just wanted to let you know, because a little bit of culture doesn't hurt. You know who Paul Cézanne is? The question is from Paul Cézanne. Paul Cézanne was a fantastic French painter
who
painted most. Thank you. Tell us.
No, he's a very famous painter.
And is that him?
I don't know. Is that actually
No, it's not him. He's dead.
He's dead.
He's dead. I didn't want to suggest that.
Yeah.
Tell you what, hey Frank,
on rocky ground there.
Hey, how did you like when Frank told us he was going to tell us all about culture?
I wasn't expecting that.
Was he? Yeah, well, are you suggesting?
Let me culture you up a little bit.
I wasn't expecting that.
Shall I tell you three about culture?
Hey Frank, can Paul Cézanne paint the bathroom doors in my house? They're all needing stripped and painted. Any chance?
Oh my God.
Is that kind of painter he is?
You disrespect Paul Cézanne.
Tell you what, tell him to paint a couple of rabbits on your head.
Oh my God.
That's an old one. You don't know that one, do you?
Only on Extra Time. No.
Do you know that one?
I don't, and maybe I don't.
Tell them to paint a couple of rabbits on your head. They'll look like hairs from a distance.
Nice.
Sorry.
Nice. Okay, gotcha.
Oh,
Frank,
nice,
do you think
nice.
PSG might
Well done.
crumble like the Galacticos of Real Madrid did?
What means crumble in that way?
Like
what
fall
what
apart.
does it mean crumble?
Disintegrate.
Disaster.
Fail.
At a certain point, they will. But I guess we're more going towards success than crumbleness. I would say they have the team to win everything. But at a certain point, within like 3-4 years, when Messi is gonna leave, and maybe Mbappe is gonna leave, Neymar as well, and some players gonna give up, I guess they're gonna collapse. But right now, next season, I more see success than collapse.
Hold on a minute. Wasn't just an hour ago you were worried that they didn't have a defensive midfielder?
Yeah, but even though it's gonna be okay for the League One, and I think if you compare to any other teams, they have a chance to win the Champions League. So if somebody is saying that they might crumble, I don't know how they can crumble with the team they have. They might not win the Champions League. So is it considering as a catastrophe? Maybe for the club, maybe for the fans, I don't know. But for me, we all know that only one team can win the Champions League. If they reach again the final of the Champions League, it cannot be a disaster for the club.
How many times do you record Futbol Americas?
Do I record it?
I've given you more you want to pay me, I've given
This
you
is
more
great,
promo.
actually, yeah. Twice a week, Mondays, Thursdays,
Oh, you do
live
it
on
twice a week?
ESPN+.
Has there ever been a week? Serious question.
A week?
Has there ever been a week? Yeah, a week, 7 days, 2 shows, yeah? The name Christian Pulisic is not brought up.
I don't know that there's been a show where Christian Pulisic hasn't been brought up.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, you got to give the people what they want. You think SportsCenter's out there not talking about LeBron?
You're comparing...
Yeah, in our space, yes, Christian Pulisic is the LeBron James of American soccer media. Yeah, totally.
Let me get my head around it. Okay.
Got it.
So what day is it today?
I bet,
Wednesday.
in fact,
What's tomorrow?
I'll give you a preview. We will lead the show tomorrow with him sinking that penalty. And how much it means to win the Super Cup. Just to tick you off.
Bit overkill, isn't it?
Go ahead, Frankie.
CB, you know what I really think about Christian Pulisic? I think he has every talent that he has all the talent that he needs to be a fantastic player. I played with somebody who was as short as he is or small as he is, but somebody strong like Zola. I think the problem with Pulisic is too light. He has to get stronger. He has to work at the gym. He has to get stronger in order to compete with the monsters that he faces in defense. Then I'm sure he can become one of the most fantastic players. But if he keeps on being that light, he's gonna struggle. That's what I think.
And what happened was,
that's what I think.
When Zola and all those boys came to London, to Chelsea, they had to up their game because they saw us British boys in the gym 2 hours before training.
Yeah.
Doing what?
Sure.
Standing at the window, watching training.
Eating bacon rolls.
We used to have a heater in the gym when you were
That's how
injured.
they got you to go in there.
In the gym where all the equipment was, right? The window, there was a heater right below it. It was great. You used to sit and lean on the heater, especially in the middle of winter. Lean on the heater with a cup of tea and watch the training out the window.
It made me laugh.
Fantastic.
Because I was thinking about Vialli and Zola and all, Di Matteo and all those boys, and they'd be in the gym at the training ground pumping weights before training, and then, honestly, and I was thinking when I went to Celtic, and we used to go in Angie, the laundry lady's little room, and 20 minutes before training, half hour, we'd be on the phone to the kitchen, be like, how many? It's about four boys. 8 bacon and egg rolls. And the manager, found me answering Cotters eating them. Oh, so it's culture.
It's culture.
Culture.
It's culture. Stevie, which trio would you prefer to have in your team? Messi, Neymar, Suarez, or Messi, Neymar, Mbappe?
Oh, come on.
Oh, it's easy for you, Frank.
Come
It's
on.
not easy for Stevie, so who are you going with?
No, I know it's
What
not.
are you talking about?
Well, you're
What do you mean it's
struggling,
not?
and
What do you
Frank-
mean I'm struggling?
Well, you're taking your time.
I'm waiting to answer. So do you want me just to not think about anything and just
No, it
answer
seemed like
straight
you were
away?
taking your time, kind of mulling it over. And Frank seemed to have an immediate response.
Well, he doesn't rush into
have the-
things.
No, he
No.
doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Of course.
No.
Sorry, I didn't. Go ahead.
Exactly the way it is right now. Neymar, Mbappe, and Messi.
Okay. Frank, you agree?
Of course, I agree. I mean, with all due respect to Suarez, I would never compare Suarez and Mbappe. I mean, that's the guy's Mbappe is a monster. He's absolutely a monster.
He was brilliant. I mean, he was brilliant.
Suarez at his peak at and
Liverpool in the early bastard.
and that 2015.
God, yeah.
Okay, Craig, I understand it will be the best front three in the world at the moment, but do you really think it will attract a large amount of consistent viewership? We were actually just talking about this. Or will people mainly wait for the Champions League to watch? So do you think people flock to their televisions to watch PSG?
My own personal opinion is it will have a bigger effect on the Champions League. I
But
think,
Messi was already in the Champions League.
I think it's good, but but it's an intrigue of him partnering up with these other players at a different club. As good as it is for French football for the public to go and see it, not sure I don't know. I shouldn't be talking about other leagues really and other people who have rights. I don't know. I don't know if it'll have the effect that some people think.
Initially, probably a couple of games.
That's what I'm thinking. Early on, like everyone's going to want to see it.
But then everybody will be going on the computer and looking at extended highlights. They ain't going to sit through games.
You don't think they'll line up to watch Strasbourg?
This week coming, maybe, yes, absolutely.
Jordan asks, why are people so negative about Liverpool this season? They have the same squad who were the best team in Europe, absolutely. Won the Premier League 2 or 3 months early and got back-to-back Champions Leagues. If anything, they've added more quality. Thiago, Jota, Konate. What do you think? Are people being too negative on Liverpool? Where did you have them in your picks yesterday?
Listen, the reason Liverpool went from being contenders for the Premier League title and the Champions League title is because of what happened defensively, particularly Virgil van Dijk. And the fact that they got him and Gomez became a great partnership is why they ended up winning the Premier League and the Champions League. So the fact that we don't know that the two of them actually might not even start the season tells you all you need to know.
Where did you have them in your picks yesterday? I've been told.
I had them fourth.
Oh, he wasn't like
Behind Manchester United?
Well, because you can't. If you add to what I've just said, the fact that Manchester United, who finished second last year, have added Varane at centre-back and Jadon Sancho. I mean, in all honesty, how can you pick Liverpool ahead of Manchester United before the ball's kicked?
That's where I've got them.
You're supposed to announce that on tomorrow's show. Everybody's waiting for your...
No, they're not. Nobody's waiting for it. And I couldn't help getting that. I couldn't help myself.
I'm so excited, isn't he?
All right, please, Frank.
People have to stop. People have to stop thinking that football can be played with the past. Virgil van Dijk was a fantastic player less than a year ago, before he got injured. We don't know what the present or the future is going to be for that fantastic player because he's going to come back for a huge injury. So we don't know. And he was the player for Liverpool. He was the guy who made the difference for Liverpool because he was strong at the back. So therefore, nobody can say what's going to happen to Liverpool because there are too many question marks.
Steve?
Him and I were going through some of the bench players earlier, just off air, and that's one of the reasons I've given up all my material for tomorrow.
Save it.
All right, I'm having a day off.
That's it.
I'll need to do. I'll have to have a day off tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Let's get to the important stuff.
I mean, Xhaka.
You're thinking, I wish you had the day off today.
Yeah.
Is that what you're thinking?
Well, what if I'll just...
You know, I'm calling the Leagues Cup later if you want to join. It's me and Herc, Futbol Americas. It's Futbol Americas +1. New York City FC and Pumas. I know you love that.
Yeah, you got Asia. He'd love to do it, but he's got Asia tonight.
That's
I'm
right.
allergic to a 3-man booth.
That's what it is. Stevie.
Sports Centre Asia is calling.
It's calling you, yes.
In my basement, FaceTime, very professional. Sellotape the phone onto the tripod.
Will you be wearing a tie?
Passport.
Will you be wearing a tie?
No.
Okay. Stevie, has the haircut grown on you during this heat wave?
No.
Of course it's growing.
You kidding?
I think it's coming
The hair
nice.
might be growing, but it's not
It's
doing
coming
me
in.
But you were complaining about how hot it was earlier. This must cool you off a bit.
What?
The haircut.
What?
No?
No.
That's the kind of thing you say to a dog.
Seriously.
The dog's a bit furry, is it?
How does that cool you? How does it cool you down?
Having less hair on your head doesn't cool you down? I'm sure there's some science there.
Oh, it's 100 degrees today. I think I'll get the hair off my head.
Please tell me how it cools you down.
Can
you please tell me?
Because you got less hair keeping the warmth inside your body, and as we all know, 80% of the body's heat escapes through the head.
Well, then that should be a good thing. Because if all the heat's escaping, then it's getting away from me.
I don't think it's the only thing that's escaping through the top of your head.
See?
Trust me.
No?
At least it doesn't have to navigate.
At
least it doesn't have to navigate the brain. Come on.
If that's the case, then why did they say? Why did the vet say do not shave your dog in the middle of summer?
Is that what they say? I don't know. I never had it.
Well, it is because the dog's makeup, the makeup of the dog, the DNA of the dog, is to be natural. So because of the hair, it gets rid of all the moisture and all the heat and all everything else.
With very little.
Just because you shave something to make it bald, what does that mean?
We've gone down a very scientific road here with very little schooling to back it up.
You've clearly got no answers to it.
I wouldn't imagine the top of his head's very scientific.
Kartik asks, Sebi, according to you...
You're dyeing your hair, by the way?
Am I dyeing my hair?
Not a grey one in sight. Doubt, big doubt.
Come in for the real thing.
Definitely dipping. 100% dipping.
100%
yeah.
not.
When you go home, you're upside.
Is there a test? Is there a test we can do for that?
Yeah.
There's a grey or two coming in.
You've never seen in the rain, you've always got an umbrella up, just in case it starts running.
According to me is the question, who amongst the panel was the better footballer in their prime?
Stevie. Oh, sorry, Frank's here. Stevie.
Is it who thinks they were the better footballer?
All right, Stevie, I agree with you.
Stevie.
Stevie.
I like the style. I like the check and the watch. The versatile outside back, center back, can play a little bit of everything. Respect. I like it. Craig, have you been tuning into Futbol Americas recently? When will you be a guest on the show?
Well, I'm waiting to be asked.
You are literally our PR machine. Nobody talks about the show more than you. I must say it. And for that, I'm grateful.
Company man, eh?
Corporate.
Company man.
Yeah. Corporate. I'm waiting. I've not heard back on the fee arrangement for appearance.
Okay.
Once I hear back what the appearance fee is, because it's not in my contract.
No, it'll be a negotiation.
Not that I've got a contract, because I don't.
You don't be on. Why do you not get him on?
Why don't we get him on?
Yeah.
Well, he's too busy.
No, that's true. You're a busy man.
He's always got stuff going on.
Busy man.
Sports Center Asia. He's very in demand. Craig Burley.
I'm just trying to keep my head above water at the moment.
Yeah.
Working from day to day.
Day to day, aren't we all?
I'm waiting to put pen to paper. Taking a while.
All right, that's it. That's it. We've run out of questions. We have.
Oh, we didn't run out of questions. That was the amount of questions somebody put in. We had hundreds of questions.
Yes, we did.
They were filtered through our filtering department.
Which you often.
I have nothing to
And
do
I
with
tell you, Sebi.
Yes,
I tell you, Sebi, when you have no hair, it's complicated under the sun. So Stevie is right. It's better to have hair.
Stevie is right.
I knew I was right all along.
I think that's pretty much the takeaway from this show. Stevie was right.
Yep.
Sure.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.